My name is AA and I'm here with all the latest news from across the world. In today's report, I have the American rapper Kenye West YZY Season 9 presentation, White Lives Matter t-shirt design. This has risen a lot of attention. And a lot of people are asking, why is a black man wearing White Lives Matter? Guys, let's dive into details. Let me give you the full gist. During the ninth season of the YZY, Kanye West can be seen wearing a t-shirt at one point that reads, White Lives Matter. Why is it why? The rapper, who was formerly known as Kanye West, addressed the audience at the YZY Season 9 event that took place on Monday in Paris while wearing a t-shirt with the phrase White Lives Matter printed on the back of it. Yes, the city of Paris served as the setting for the event. During the live event, it was one of the first things that was spotted. Guys, you know how widely Americans do read and also people worldwide read. And unfortunately, Africans, we are also developing that tactic act, and very soon we also love reading too. And it was noted fairly early that on the Ye was wearing the shirt. This drew a lot of attention, and this was noticed quite early on. This was one of the very first things that everybody noticed when they looked about. Because the shirt was black and the written was white. And you know how that should portray. This took place in the midst of a very significant pivotal stage in the story's progression. In addition to that, witnesses have claimed that they saw him put on the same pair of diamond-studded flip-flops, and also that were in the news not too long ago. These flip-flops were in the news because they were worn by someone who was in the press. Guess who the person is? Witnesses have come forward to confirm these facts. At the time of this story was being published, the only part of the shirt that was visible was the front of the t-shirt, which showed a photo collage of Pope John Paul II. At the time that this tale was being written, the only part of the garment that was being shown was the front of it. In spite of this, there was no means for you to get your hands on the finished product until much later. In the remaining portion of the presentation, there will be other models that exhibit the same principle as the ones that have previously been displayed. These models would be similar to the ones that have been shown. It is very exciting, as we all know that we all heard about the racism that happened some time ago. But this time around, a black man wearing a t-shirt with a print that with the front pages John Paul's picture, that is Pope John Paul II's picture, and at the back is White Lives Matter, should show you that very soon the world will be a very peaceful place. Candace Owens, yes, Candace Owens, who was also present, was seen donning a t-shirt that proclaimed White Lives Matter, and this t-shirt was spotted being worn by Candace Owens. Everyone who looked at her could see the inscription that was printed on the chest of the piece of clothing that she was wearing. It was prominently displayed there. In his opening remarks on Monday, Ye addressed a number of issues, one of which was the media fixation on the latest start times of Ye's previous events, which, in Ye's view, were unavoidable while striving to deliver the finest idea. How are you bringing your idea to the limelight? A lot of people bring their idea through a lot of adversaries, and Kim or Ye has decided to do his by putting on a shirt. Ye also addressed a number of other issues. One of these issues was the media's fixation on the letters. Ye also addressed a variety of other problems and concerns. The media's obsession on the late start things of the year's past events was one of the problems that arose as a result of this. Additionally, Ye addressed a wide number of other issues and worries. One of the issues that surfaced as a direct consequence of this was the fixation on the part of the media on the late start times of Ye's previous events. In addition to this, Ye addressed a wide variety of additional problems and concerns. One of the problems that emerged as a direct result of this was the media's emphasis on the late start times of Ye's previous events. That means his shirt has become a news, and everybody wants to know why he wore that shirt. This was one of the concerns that developed as a direct consequence. Ye also responded to the attention paid by the media to the later times of earlier events that he had organized, saying that he is unconcerned about the issue. So whether you take it up or down, all he cares about is that the event went successfully. He said this is response to the fact that the media had brought attention to the issue. It should go without saying that the slogan, White Lives Matter, is commonly associated with a range of ideologies held by the extreme right and is frequently advocated for the ardent supporters of President Trump. However, it is important to note that this association does not mean that the slogan is inherently racist. Guys, this is where we have to get it clear that it is not inherently racist. On the other hand, it is essential to emphasize that one should not always expect to find a connection between the two. Having stated that, it is extremely important to stress the point that none of these links are mutually incompatible with the others. This is the situation that exists in reference to the design that has the phrase White Lives Matter printed on it somewhere along with all the White Lives Matters, etc., etc. Already, Ye has made it quite clear that he that he supports Trump and the accusations that are made against him. So whatever accusations are made, despite what others are saying about you, there is definitely one person who is not ready to give up on you. And that is exactly what Ye is doing on behalf of President Trump. In other words, Trump is right, according to Ye, and Ye is wrong. Additionally, he is a supporter of the hypothesis that Russia meddled in the presidential election in 2016. As part of the Balenciaga Summer 23 show, which took place the day before the launch of the YZY Season 9, which took place on Monday, Ye walked the runway for the very first time, marking his debut on a catwalk. The day before, YZY Season 9 was made available and also to the general public. This event took place. In the show, notes that were provided for them as performance, the muddy set that was used at the event was described as a metaphor for digging for truth and being down to it. So guys, this is where I end today's update concerning Ye putting on the White Lives Matter shirt. Bye.